Hi guys, welcome back to another Deceptive Cobra's World of Tanks video, and today we're going to be looking at two of the three tanks that came in the 9.0 patch. Yes, I do have a female tank crew mod. Yes, I do have my carousel mod, and yes, finally modders having managed to incorporate their own mods in as an option into the core settings, so no longer will you have to keep fixing something in the files, logging out, log back in, log out, log back in. They've actually kind of figured out how to stop that now. Thank you. Now back to the tank reviews, and luckily enough they're all German, and so I know I have a very pittance collection of Germans compared to good old USA, unfortunately. And but ironically, my Soviets are slowly creeping up there. I have the Churchill III, the T-34, which there will be a tank review coming up of the T-34, along with some viewer replay roundups, and of course King Derp himself, the KV-2, and the T-150, which actually, ironically, I don't mind the T-150. It's not a bad little tank. But we're going to go back to the Germans, and we're going to talk to little mini Fritz right here, the Stug III Ausf B. Now, I did a review of this tank briefly in the 9.0 test server, and they had a bug where the camouflage would not sit right on the model, and I think they've now fixed that. So let's just quickly check that for a second. Yeah, it looks like they fixed it. Yep, they have. Yes, they fixed it. Great. Raw, hooray. Now, what we're going to be looking at is this. It's a nice little assault gun. Of course, you know, there's a great big huge flat plate piece of metal right there, so be careful about HE, because HE will just wreck you, because you're all basically just flat here and you've got practically no armor. I mean, a hull armor of 50 is pretty impressive for, you know, the tier you're at, which, you know, for a tier 3, tier 4, I think this is tier 3. Yeah, this is tier 3. For a tier 3, no wait, is it tier 3? No, it's tier 4, correction. For a tier 4 tank destroyer, that's pretty impressive. For a German anyway. Because usually you have the Marder, the Marder 38. Well, now you've got an alternate line to go down. And this tank is mostly used for historical battles, along with the Panzerkampfwagen for Ausf A. Again, this tank is also used for historical battles, but I've actually been running them in regular random battles, and it's actually turned out to be quite a fun little tank. Now, I have noticed a bug in 9.0, and I'm not sure if Wargaming know about this, which is your ammunition loadout tends to keep resetting. As you can see, I have 110 shells of APC BC, whatever that means. I know it's armor piercing composite, but I don't know what BC stands for. And it keeps resetting, i.e. it keeps getting rid of my HE, getting rid of my premium, which is costing me gold, costing me credits, and keeps resetting to where it's all nothing but APC BC. And so I have to keep going back after every game that I play in this tank, in the Panzerkampfwagen 4, and keep resetting it, and it's starting to cost me a fortune. As you can see, I have 110 shells sitting in my inventory, and well, this is a very unique little tank, the Panzer 4, as to which, when you go to the research tree, I damn near have everything already researched, simply because I already had the Panzer 3, which the majority of the stuff on the Panzer 3 this uses. The Panzer 3, of course, is a lot faster than the Panzer 4A. The Panzer 4A, for some reason, with the upgraded Maybach engine, is still slow as molasses drying in the sun. And, of course, I don't have the Panzer 4D unlocked yet. I do plan on getting it. And, again, once I do have this one unlocked, look, all I need is the tracks and the turret. Then I can start working on getting the Panzer 4H. Which is a tank, again, specifically used just for historical battles. And yes, I do plan on getting all three variants of these tanks, simply because they appeared to be fun tanks when I was playing with them on the test server. And again, I do plan on doing a lot of historical battles. I'm still waiting for Wargaming's answer on whether or not you can platoon in historical battles, because I feel that would be not really overpowered, but I think that would be a fun thing to do with a group of your friends. especially if your friends are higher tier. I've got a lot of viewers that are tiers 2, 3, and 4, as where the majority of my tanks are all tiers 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and up. And so it's kind of hard to try and find that balance between my tier of tanks and their tier of tanks. And so what I tend to do, and which is why I say let's do historical battles. But again, even if we did go ahead and did do historical battles, there's a high chance that they're not going to be in my battle with me. And so it is a pain in the rear end. And Wargaming have promised and said that they will look at it. So fingers crossed, who knows. And of course, you know, I don't have camouflage yet for this system, and I'm still debating on what module to put in here. I am actually thinking about going with the additional grousers, because this tank does tend to be a little bit slow with a max speed of 42 km/h. It does see 42 km/h, but it's sluggish at getting to 42 km/h. It takes about 5 blocks to get it to 42 km/h, if you know what I mean. So that transmission is just not going to shift properly, unlike a tank like the Panzerkampfwagen 3-4, which does get to 55 km/h pretty goddamn quickly. Yes, I do have the Panzer 38 NA. Yes, it is mastered. I got the mastery badge in my very first game. Don't ask. Again, the majority of the stuff that I have for this tank is I had it already unlocked via other means, and a lot of people keep telling me just get the Panzer 4H via the Panzer 38 NA. But I don't plan on doing that because it gets Scout Matchmaker, and I'm sick and tired of Scout Matchmaker. So I'm going to go the alternate route, which is to go via the Panzer 4. So I'm going to get the Panzer 4, then the Panzer 4D, and then from the Panzer 4D go straight to the Panzer 4H. Plain and simple. I'm going to get the Panzer 4D anyway, so it's just a natural thing to do. So once I get to the next Panzer from this one, I will be selling the Panzer 38 NA. Which means this crew will be going bye-bye. And it was a fun little tank. It's just the Scout Matchmaker for this thing just kills it. It really does. It's lousy as a scout. It's lousy as everything else. 370 view range in a tier 10 battle is pathetic. It's absolutely fucking pathetic, pardon my French, but it is. And so it goes bye-bye. In fact, you know what? I am going to sell it right now. Sell. Dismiss. Sell. Yeah, we'll sell that. Camouflage net, sensor depot. Sell. Sell. Sensor depot. Modules. Sell. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. 9. There it goes. Still got 5 tank slots left, so I'm happy with that. But like I said, let's get back to the Stug, shall we? It's an interesting tank destroyer for one simple reason. If you look at my other tank destroyers that I have, you'll notice that they have one thing in common, which is this little beautiful piece of technology right here, a camouflage net. The Stug III B doesn't have one because it doesn't get access to one, which kind of makes me think that Wargaming kind of rushed this tank to the fact that a tank destroyer does not get a camo net. And with 310 view range, that still doesn't make any sense compared to the Stug that has 310, which is a tier up. It's like they seriously just rushed this tank without any kind of forethought, which is a shame, really, because this is a fun, absolutely fun tank. Of course, it does get a tier 5 gun. It does get the it can have the 10.5 derp if you really want to go Stug, if you really want to go Hetzing it, but I don't. I actually like the 7.5 centimeter pack 39 L48. 1.7 second aim time, 0.36 accuracy, 110 penetration, 110 alpha, and a 15.38 rate of fire. This thing is a KV killer. I have killed KVs in this thing, I've killed Matildas in this thing, I have killed Churchills in this thing. It is a fun, absolutely gorgeous little tank. And you know, let's see how the matchmaker fares while I'm doing this. course I'm out of water, so I'll have a dry. Servagos, okay, the new Servagos I might add, because you forget. And of course my XVM is telling me we have a 66% chance to win. This is a tier 4 battle, so I'm good here. I can penetrate practically everything on the enemy team. Yes, literally everything on the enemy team. I'm not worried. I have 9 HE, so if I do come across those artillery and those light tanks, not going to be a problem. HE has a 38mm of penetration. Yeah, I can even pen the Chi-He with my HE. So let's swap over to a HE round first. Now bear in mind, you are a tank destroyer, you are an assault gun, so most people hear and I do have historical engine sounds, as you can hear. Now most people immediately hear the word assault gun and think, oh, I just rush forward. No, 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 no. You have an assault gun as in class, as in it can penetrate. The Americans just named it a penetrating gun, but of course, you know, that's not how it works. So I am in a Panzerkampfwagen Stug III Ausf B. We have a T-28 and a Conventer with a Panzer III A and a Cruiser 4 with us. Okay. Huh, I wonder if I could climb all up there. I don't think I've got the traction to, but... Oh wow, the little Stug that could. Wah wah. Number 3. Don't have the gun traverse to get her down. A little bit of sliding on ice action there. We've got an Electo in front of us. Now gone. Again, I'm letting these guys go off ahead. There's another Stug B. I don't have 6 cents in this. Looks like they're going for the flag. That was an artillery splash. We lost our... Okay. So I'm going to have to go back and return the camp. Missed that one.
Gegnerisches Fahrzeug ausgeschaltet.
There's a Matilda. I don't want to turn my back on that light. Come on. Oh shoot, I'm on fire. No. Yeah, that's the Matilda hitting me. I always press the wrong bloody buttons. Big sausage fingers of mine. There's a Marder 38. Ouch. Yeah, that Matilda's... Don't know where that went.
Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung.
For 260 hit points, this thing is kind of fragile. I noticed that HE does tend to wreck you. As you saw from that Matilda. Apparently everyone and their mother is having a conversation. Of course, my camera is covering up the chat. Got him.
Ausgeschaltet.
Just as I was backing up. Woo! There's the heads up. Looks like he's AFK.
Teller gegen frei durch ihre Panzerung.
There's that little Panzer IV D holding on for dear life. There we go, GG. It's not a bad little tank, and I do say little because it is tiny. With 260 hit points, I feel that it's a little under hit pointed. Round it off to maybe 300, and it would be fair. Enemy Stug a little him in the tracks, that's why he didn't go anywhere. Finished him off. Matilda, I did spot him. Got 110 spotting damage done, and I got him killed. Nice. Again, my crew's not even 100% yet, and with the lack of having a camo net, I feel that the first skill and only skill I'm really going to get for this crew is camouflage, along with some aftermarket gold camouflage. As you can see, I'll probably go with my typical German setup. I'll probably go with that. For 375 gold, that's not bad. It's cheaper than most camouflage that I've seen. So I'll snag some aftermarket camouflage, and then I'll just max out camouflage as much as I can. Because, as they say, stealth is a tank destroyer's best friend. And clearly this tank does not get the benefits of having a camouflage net. I do have several sitting in my depot, I believe. Yeah, this is... Yeah, see, these are all guns and stuff that I need to sell. And that's one thing a lot of players keep forgetting to do, is to sell their old junk. And so, wasn't too bad. We can check the results. I got Master Gunner, Master Badge 3rd Class. Made 12,859 silver, 1,220 EXP. Not bad at all. It was a nice bit of alright. I'm not going to grumble there. Team score overall, I came 3rd, doing 463 damage. Fired 11 shots, 5 direct hits, 5 penetrations. I still want to know what happened to my infamous mystery shell that just disappeared shooting at that Marder 38. But that's wargaming for you. According to them, they don't have ghost shells. Really? I've reported it. Quickie Babies reported it. High Flyers reported it. Circons reported it. Jingles reported it. I have lost count. Pointy Jedi has even reported ghost shells, but according to Wargaming, they don't exist. Well, anyway, guys, that's a quick rundown of the Panzerkampf Falcon Stug III Ausf B. I hope you enjoyed this. It was actually quite fun to make this video. And as always, give me a thumbs up, buttons down there. Give me a like, buttons down there. Give me a follow, buttons down there. Or don't worry, guys. I'll also be live streaming. Today is Sunday. I will be live streaming tomorrow. I usually start my live stream at 3 p.m. now, Mountain time, and Mountain US time. And so yeah, I'll definitely see you on my live stream. And as always, keep your shells flying, keep your enemies dying. Cobra Commander is out. Peace, guys.